Later today, the Biden administration will announce a program to feed more than 30 million low-income children as part of the American Rescue Plan. Seems stunning that we're covering both of these topics in one segment. Parents of these children will receive $375 to spend on food for the 10 weeks their kids are out of school this summer. Each year, more than 29 million children rely on free and reduced price meals during the school year, something that proved to be a very big challenge when schools shut down during the pandemic. And still, as our nation recovers, food insecurity remains a massive problem for families across this country. According to a new survey from the U.S. Census Bureau, more than 11% of American households with children struggle with hunger. That's nearly 30 million households. Joining us now to discuss one of the administration officials behind this new program, U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack. Secretary, thank you for joining us. You are giving families $375. How do you ensure that they use it on food for their kids and that it's going to the families who need it most?
Well, Stephanie, the cards are going to go to families of free and reduced lunch youngsters, those who are lined up at schools who have been identified as free and reduced lunch. The states know who they are. States are going to basically be distributing these cards to the family, and the family will be able to use it at the grocery store to purchase fruits and vegetables and good food. We're going to trust parents to do the right thing for their child. The reality is oftentimes the reason they don't is because they don't have the financial resources to do so. This is going to give them an added boost, along with some of the other things the Biden-Harris administration have done to help families who are struggling through this pandemic. So I'm excited about this. This is a good day for America's children. This covers not only free and reduced lunch kids, but it also covers children under the age of 6 if they live in a SNAP family. So again, it gives those families just a little extra cash to be able to go to that grocery store, to be able to afford those fruits and vegetables that are so important. This is about child health. And frankly, it's about their educational opportunities. The healthier they are, the more likely they're going to be better learners. This is about trying to stem the obesity issue that we have in this country. There are so many good reasons why this is a good policy, and it's a first time we've ever done this. We know that it works. We've tried it experimentally over the last couple of years, and we know it improves nutritional outcomes for kids.
Why are we suffering so much? Even in the last year, Congress has already given out multiple stimulus checks. We have expanded unemployment that will extend through September, and we're about to get those increased child tax credits this summer. And luckily, people are going back to work. Why is it that so many people are still food insecure? When you look at food bank lines, they're still hours long.
We still have millions unemployed. We still have folks whose hours have probably been cut. There is still a lot of financial stress associated with the pandemic. There's a lot of concern, and the result is that you need a comprehensive approach. And the Biden-Harris team has provided that comprehensive approach. In addition to the stimulus checks that folks have received, there's also been housing assistance and rental assistance to help people make sure that they make their house payment or their rent payment. And this is nutrition assistance across the board. Families who have been struggling financially, one of the places where they have to really focus is what they can buy at the grocery store. And if you give them a little extra cash, then they're in a position to buy the fruits and vegetables that we all want folks to have access to. And I'm confident that that's what families are going to do. It's an exciting opportunity for us to showcase the need for filling that gap between the 181 days of school where children receive a school breakfast or a school lunch, with the opportunity to make sure that they're also receiving nutrition, good nutrition, during the summer months.
You mentioned it is a much needed boost. How do we turn this into a long-term solution? Because it was a long-term problem before the pandemic hit.
Well, I think the key here is for us to take a look at the nutrition assistance programs that we have and ask the question whether or not they're meaningful and adequate, whether the benefits are conveniently used, whether people who are basically qualifying for programs are actually participating in programs. To give you an example, our WIC program that also provides opportunities for young parents and their children to have access to fruits and vegetables, only 50% of those who are eligible are participating. So we have work to do across the country, states and the federal government work to do to try to expand participation. It's one of the reasons why the American Rescue Plan involves and includes resources to allow us to do that in an innovative way. So it's an exciting opportunity for us to really begin to transform the food system, providing adequate benefits and then providing the education, the information, the incentives so that people make healthy choices for themselves and their children.
If people have access to these programs, we've got to make sure they're getting the benefits. Secretary Vilsack, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us this morning.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.